Welcome to Heart of Economy. Today we dive into one of the most intriguing and perhaps controversial developments in US finance, the collusion of the Trump family, Bitcoin, and Nasdaq. Yes, you heard that right. Donald Trump's sons, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., are taking their company, American Bitcoin, to Nasdaq. But is this just another crypto mining venture? Or could it be the start of a new financial paradigm for global investors? Let's break it down together. American Bitcoin has merged with Griffin Digital Mining in an all-stock deal and is preparing to debut on Nasdaq in early September under the ticker ABTC. The largest shareholder is Hut 8, holding about 80%. After the merger closes, Hut 8, together with the Trump brothers, will control nearly 98% of the company. The company's goal is bold: to become the world's largest and most efficient pure-play Bitcoin miner. But here's the twist. American Bitcoin doesn't just plan to mine coins. It also intends to strategically buy Bitcoin during favorable market conditions. This hybrid model sets it apart. It's not just about creating hash power, it's also about accumulating Bitcoin on the balance sheet, almost like a Bitcoin investment fund. For investors, that means double leverage, potential profits from mining merchants and from Bitcoin's price gains. But of course, the reverse is also true. If Bitcoin crashes, the company could be hit twice, both on mining margins and on the value of its holdings. My take: the model looks very attractive in bull markets, because the compounding effect could be huge, but investors need to understand this comes with double volatility and that cuts both ways. American Bitcoin's difference isn't only in its hybrid model. The company is already planning global expansion, particularly in Hong Kong and Japan. If executed successfully, this could transform American Bitcoin from a US-focused miner into a truly global Bitcoin powerhouse. For international investors, this matters. In some countries, buying Nasdaq-listed shares is restricted. By expanding into Asia, American Bitcoin could offer an indirect way to access Bitcoin-linked assets. But here is the risk. Regulatory regimes vary dramatically. Hong Kong and Japan may be friendly to crypto now, but licensing hurdles, supervision, and tax frameworks could complicate the strategy. Here's my read. Short term, the Nasdaq listing will attract a lot of attention. Long term, the real question is whether American Bitcoin can scale globally while maintaining discipline and transparency. Now, the most important part: what does this mean for investors? Opportunities. A Nasdaq listing means access to institutional capital, liquidity, and visibility. The hybrid model allows the company to profit from both mining margins and Bitcoin's price appreciation. Successful Asian expansion could diversify revenue streams. Risks: double volatility. Mining margins and Bitcoin prices can collapse at the same time. Heavy control by the Trump family and Hut 8 could disadvantage monetary shareholders. Regulations are changing fast. What looks like a tailwind today could become a headwind tomorrow. My assessment: American Bitcoin is a high-risk, high-reward play. This isn't a safe value stock. It's more of a speculative growth story. If institutional adoption of Bitcoin accelerates, ABTC could soar. But if sentiment shifts, losses could be just as steep. At this point, it's worth looking at what leading economists are saying. Nouriel Roubini remains one of Bitcoin's forecast critics, calling it a speculative bubble rather than real money. From his perspective, ventures like American Bitcoin only amplify systemic risk. Katie Wood, on the other hand, is highly optimistic. Through ARK Invest, she has published extremely bullish long-term price targets for Bitcoin based on institutional adoption. In her eyes, companies like American Bitcoin are simply riding the next wave of growth. And macro analyst Lynn Alden provides a middle lens. I think that shift in fiscal and monetary regimes could support Bitcoin over the long run, but only within broader cycles of liquidity and policy. In short, opinions differ dramatically. For some, this is a bubble waiting to burst. For others, it's the beginning of a generational wealth opportunity. American Bitcoin is stepping into this exact divide. In the end, American Bitcoin is more than just a company. It's a bold bet that combines the Trump family name, Nasdaq's credibility, and Bitcoin's future. The question is, will this bet accelerate Bitcoin's institutional adoption, or will it turn into a risky experiment at the intersection of politics and finance? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Heart of Economy. Hit the like button and turn on notifications, because here we don't just report the news, we explain what it really means for investors.